Hello, welcome to the economic and corporate news to watch on Thursday, June the 2nd. So, ECB President Mario Draghi, he's going to be in Vienna this week for the much anticipated meeting. But before we get to that, let's start with the Australia trade balance for April, set to come in at 2:30 a.m. Now, the deficit is forecast to narrow to 2 billion Australian dollars from 2.16 billion. We'll be watching how the Aussie dollar reacts to this news, of course, and there's also retail sales as well to watch coming out of Australia. But let's talk about Japan, because we've got the consumer confidence. It's due to come out for May. It's expected to weaken, though, to 40.1 from 40.8. We're going to watch the yen on the back of that number. Now, Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, he told lawmakers on Wednesday that he has decided to delay a scheduled sales tax hike by 2.5 years, putting his plans for fiscal reforms on the back burner amid more weakness in the economy. Let's move on and talk about the UK, because at 9:30 a.m. we've got the construction PMI for May. That's going to be released. Now, activity in the sector is forecast to see a drop to 51.6 from 52. Now, the construction sector continues really its lackluster 2016 as we continue through. All right, the biggest event of the day takes place at 12:45. It's the ECB decision, or lack of decision. We don't quite know what's going to happen, but we know that there's a meeting. But no change to policy is expected at this meeting, although the press conference at 1:30 will present opportunities for Mario Draghi to comment on current policy and recent economic developments, which may include a discussion of the looming Brexit referendum. So analysts, investors, traders will be really clutching onto any single piece of body language or word that he has to say. Euro could move if anything significant is said. Indeed, the sterling as well. So we're watching all the currencies on the back of that. But let's talk about the US, because we've got data coming out at about 1:15 p.m. It's due. It's the US ADP payroll number for May. Now, the private payroll is expected to show an increase of 180,000 jobs, up from 156,000. And I want to remind you as well that this Friday we get the crucial non-farm payroll number, which we're going to be broadcasting live here on IG with the figures, of course, and also, most importantly, the market reaction to those figures. Now, the OPEC meeting will also be underway in Vienna, so it feels like there's lots going on in Vienna this week. With oil prices rising, though, OPEC delegates they're not really expected to forge a deal to curtail this crude production, this glut that we've got in the system. But the talks are likely to focus on Saudi Arabia's new appointed energy minister, and crucially, whether the kingdom will seek to unify the cartel. All right, let's talk about corporate data then, because it's very slim this week. There's not a great deal going on, it must be said, but there are two companies that we are going to be watching closely. We've got Johnson Matthey just there. Now, the share price has gained about 7% since a year ago. Going forward, though, one slice of concern, though, could be the fall in sales in the precious metals division, as softer platinum prices continue to challenge this section. But we are expecting positive numbers for this company. Now, finally, packaging specialist RPC Group, that's due to release earnings as well, which are set to rise by about 10%. So that is all the data expected for Thursday. As I say, crucially, the two big news events will be the ECB meeting and OPEC as well. Those will no doubt dominate the day. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.